Alrighty, everybody, what's going on? Nick96 here, and I'm back with another live stream. And in this live stream, we're going to be playing a MyRise again. And this time, we're going to be doing it a little bit different. And I hope you guys enjoy. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, in the past, I've done a MyRise, but it's like NXT Mutiny and all that, which I'm okay with, but you never really won the WWE title or anything. So I've done a MyRise in the past. You guys have seen it. You guys have watched it. And yeah, so we're gonna jump right into this one. And we're gonna start something new. So the old one's all about NXT Mutiny. We really didn't win the WWE title or the Intercontinental World Championship. Kind of sad on that one. Alright, so we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna have a good old time. Should have gone down. Universe mode. Alright, jump right into this one.
After all the work and all the miles,
Get that train rolling, man.
all the sign-filled shows and sold-out seats, now it's all about to change. Are you ready?
It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm gonna drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as one of the top superstars on Raw. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
Sounds like the CCO thinks one of Raw's top names might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
Alrighty, now that we got his attire all set, now we're gonna see what his fighting styles are. Welcoming Seth Shaw to WWE. Gotta read all these before I go on. Alright, we're gonna fix his entrance, fix his victory and all that, and go from there. entrance and stuff. I mean, move set and stuff, and we're set to go.
Well, if it isn't the subject of all those draft rumors.
What do you mean?
Come on, you heard what Triple H said, and it's all over social media too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 in the draft next week.
Since Raw has the first pick, you could put an end to all the speculation and just tell me who you're picking first.
My lips are sealed, but I will say that I doubt tonight is your last match on Raw. Oh, and speaking of the draft, make sure you look good up there on the stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire. And sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Okay, but more importantly, make sure you look good in your match tonight. Can't have my potential first pick losing the week before the draft.
Alright, Mr. Adam Pearce, we got a matchup, we got a win.
The winds of change are blowing.
Talking about the draft, I assume?
Yep. You and I haven't had much of a chance to get acquainted here on Raw. I wouldn't mind if we end up on the same brand so that we can finally have a match or two.
I wouldn't mind that either. We could do big things together.
I guess we'll see where we end up. I know they're saying you could be staying here on Raw, but I've been around a while and I've seen a lot of crazy things. When it comes to the WWE draft, you just never know.
I'll be ready for anything.
Sounds like we're gonna be going #1 overall. We're gonna find out. So it looks like it could be the last match on Raw, but it also looks like, according to Adam Pearce, we could be staying on Raw. I'm not sure. Like Seth Rollins says, anything could happen.
And here's the man whose name is on everyone's mind.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Shaw!
There's been a lot of speculation about this guy's future, and if you've seen him in the ring, you can understand why.
Rumors are just rumors, but a strong showing here against Montez Ford could help turn those rumors into reality.
The draft might be a week away, but this match starts now. Michael, Corey, time to get your swag up.
And his opponent, representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford!
That right there, they call that the Graves. Call that something you wish you could do.
Come on, Montez. Show them how it's done.
And they call that the gravy. Ugh. Don't be jealous, Byron. Don't be a hater.
We all want the smoke.
You can't handle the smoke.
Yes, I can.
With all the talk about presumptive draft picks and Triple H's cryptic messages, we might be forgetting about Montez Ford.
Good point, Corey. Montez is a former Royal Rumble winner who's coming back from injury. I'm sure he'd love to make his own statement about WWE's pecking order.
Both superstars have a lot on the line and a lot to say about it, and they will surely let their fists do the talking. Ouch, just a beatdown.
Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
And gets sent right into the corner.
Oh, an overhand punch.
Vicious, downright savage club right there. There's the clothesline. He looks like the kind of competitor that can take on all comers right now.
Up high. Splash! Ford sent for a ride. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout.
Now clearing the announce desk. This isn't going to end well.
Vicious right forearm. Kind of like where this is going.
Yeah, Cole, this has the possibility to completely unravel here.
He really felt the impact on that one. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight. And now he gets back into the ring.
He's ready to show his opponent and the world what he's made of.
Beats the count with a moment to lose. Ford seems unable to turn the momentum here.
Yeah, Ford's having trouble fighting back.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that.
Got him in the corner now.
Wicked clothesline. Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
Taking flight.
Body splash. What a punch, just tattooed.
There you go, Cole. Nothing Montez can do now.
Cover! And that'll finally do it. What a victory.
Here is your winner, Shawn.
This man just showed why he's about to be drafted #1. He's got the talent, the drive, and the win here tonight.
He certainly helped his cause, Saxton. Nothing's a sure thing until it's a done thing, but it would be a surprise if all those rumors turned out to be false.
Get the first win of our career, hopefully becoming the #1 overall draft pick. Alright, here it comes, the draft. See what's gonna happen.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
There's rumors the superstar will be staying on Raw as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by Adam Pearce.
Alright, what's gonna happen next? Alright, here we go. Let's see if we're drafting #1 overall. Raw.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
Speaking of looking ahead, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected at #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Alright.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
So apparently we just got tarnished, pummeled, as coming out of #1 overall for Raw. So we're gonna find out what just happened. The Rey Mysterio. That was a quality match. Right, got that boss. Alright, let's get to the happen and talk to Mr. Adam Pearce.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
We have a good relationship, so I trust you and Triple H to figure it out. I am curious how a random person could have messed with the Tron, though.
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I can handle my own strategy on how to deal with this. Thanks.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Alright, so give me something easy to get rid of this. I'm so confused. See what Troy has to say.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait. Hey, you all right? Not how I imagined draft night going, but we both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I appreciate your advice, but I don't think it is. Like I said, on to the next thing.
Tell him CM Punk not tonight. Something else. I hope it's not like my last couple of streams when I did MyRise, where we have to fight NXT Mutiny. Let it just let me fight for the championship.
And here comes tonight's sacrificial lamb.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Buck!
I'm not really fond of most local competitors, but this is more like it. What was this guy's MMA record, Saxton?
0-12 in professional fights and one draw that was overturned to a loss.
Of course. Why do these guys do this to themselves? Or to me, rather?
The first overall draft pick is ready for action.
And his opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Shaw!
It's great to hear the crowd give this superstar the reception he deserves, especially after what happened last week.
Absolutely, Saxton. That unexpected attack might have spoiled his draft night, but tonight he's got a chance to make his own lasting impression.
A new era for Raw, and its top draft pick starts right now.
This man is no stranger to a WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first time as the #1 overall draft pick.
I'm sure it does, Byron, but now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a superstar on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
And he's got a target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation, no one's going to care where he is drafted.
Has him set up in the corner of the ring. Has them in the corner, getting it charged up. There's the clothesline.
Climbing to the top. What's he thinking?
Taking flight. Diving body splash.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
Just kicks out.
Able to squeeze that shoulder out. So close.
Took a battering there. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? And now thrown back into the ring.
Getting set up in the corner now. Corner and a couple back elbows to follow.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault.
Discus punch. He looks like he's about to put his opponent in their place.
He might put him away here. Barely kicks out.
Couldn't quite slam the door yet.
Crushing impact corner and a couple back elbows to follow. The roundhouse connects.
These two trading one blow after another.
Ooh.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. And he gets directed into the corner.
Got him on that turnbuckle.
Doing whatever it takes to win, and we're about to see it. A superplex.
He's in a bit of agony now.
Yeah, but at this point, it's still anyone's game.
Looks knocked out.
Makes the cover.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
Tony D'Angelo. is the masked man behind trying to attack me? For what? I don't know. The joke on the number one overall pick for Raw? I'm not sure. Oh, find out. Well, I'm not. So NXT is trying to, or at least, I don't know if it's NXT, I think it's Tony D'Angelo trying to take me out of the WWE for being the number one pick in WWE for the draft. I don't know.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there. What are we gonna do with him? We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
Is this about the draft? Because Triple H said it was the start of a new era?
It's been right in front of you, but you can't ignore it anymore.
What's been right in front of me?
Lardon.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
Alright, so we're gonna first Tony D'Angelo, I think, next week on Raw. CM Punk one.
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Well, looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
D'Angelo's just a make-believe hitman, and now we got him. I'm going to take out my frustration in the ring, and that will be it. It's over.
Well, I hope you're right, but I think the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Alright, here we go. Tony D'Angelo versus Seth Shaw coming up next.
It's Raw's number one draft pick hoping to shut down their attacker.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Seth Shaw!
There's an extra degree of intensity from this superstar tonight. It looks like he's determined to put an end to Tony D'Angelo's attacks once and for all.
I'm sure he is, Saxton. This is a true grudge match. D'Angelo messed with the wrong guy here.
The mask is off, the gloves are off, and any moment we'll be off too.
legitimate businessman, Tony D'Angelo.
And his opponent, representing the family, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tony D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, a former All-American wrestler, now taking over all of WWE.
That's pretty impressive, given his family's background in waste management.
Surrounds himself with family, and he is quite power-hungry.
Yeah, but Tony D's methods have paid off. Tag Team Gold, the North American title, and the Heritage Cup.
Well, he's just a savvy businessman who's diversifying his holdings. Yeah, that's it.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo. Being driven back and is getting cornered now.
Ouch. Oh, my God. Crushing impact. Boom, what a right. Ooh, merciless looking blow.
What a counter by Tony.
Ooh.
And Tony didn't see that coming.
Clothesline. What impact. Oh, my goodness.
You could feel the resentment building with each stomp there.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Uh-oh is right. And there's the fall-away slam.
D'Angelo looking powerless to every attack.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled. And face first they go.
I do not see this match going on much longer with too many more moves like that from them.
You have got to be in elite physical condition to pull off something like that.
Powerful spine buster. Just another insane display of power.
What a maneuver!
Carried in a jeopardizing position here, and he's refusing to hit the brakes.
Attacking again and again. It's all him right now.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Neckbreaker.
Oh, shocking inside cradle.
Small packages could be it.
Not even close. Double axe handle.
He's able to reverse it.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Oh my, what a splash.
He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up till now.
Yeah, but you got to expect that at this point in the match.
What a shot.
There you go, Cole.
D'Angelo down, and he might be out.
Cover. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion
invasion. And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair. And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane. Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege. It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally. You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO are part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, I don't think I can go for the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship. I don't know.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah, chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from MMA.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to train together for years. You spend that much time with someone, putting your health and safety in their hands, you know you can trust them.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Something I did not want to deal with NXT mutiny. I've seen some people win championships in their MyRise. I guess in this one, I'm not going to. Doing all right. Doing all right. Ooh, I should have picked that one. We used to date.
Hey, it's been a minute.
I know. Thanks for coming here on short notice.
No problem, but are you sure you want me to help you with this? I know I've dabbled in wrestling before, but I've been focusing on MMA the past few years. Just seems kind of, I don't know, desperate.
Who else could I trust more than my old training partner?
Yeah, we were always trying to outdo each other back in the day. Might be nice to team up together for once.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
Well, I'm not fighting again for another 6 months. I suppose this would be a unique way to train for that. All right, I'm in.
Great. I've arranged for you to have a warm-up match here today before we tackle NXT together. I know you're used to knockout and submission rules in MMA, but today's pinfall only, to get used to wrestling again.
Go for the 3 count. Got it. I'm gonna go get changed.
All right. You do that, and I'll get to strategizing.
Haven't changed a bit.
I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Alright, 13 wins, 2 losses, and 7 knockouts / TKOs. I don't know what TKOs mean, but something knockouts. I know what KO stands for knockouts, or T, I don't know.
All right. Show Sammy why you're the only person on Earth I bring in here to watch my back. You're gonna make NXT pay. They want a mutiny. Wait until they see what you're capable of. Use your footwork, just like in the cage. Stay calm and control the pace.
4, 5. 6. 1, 2.
Don't let them get in your head. Stay strong.
4, 5.
Sid. You're making this look easy. Finish strong. Show them what you're made of.
1, 2, bring it!
That was it. Story complete. Mixed martial arts assistant. Alright. I'm gonna try and get out of this mutiny so I can win a championship.
So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this fighting in MMA, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which in my case is being scheming and calculated.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
NXT is going to be ready for you to strike back, but they don't know I'm on board yet. We can use that as a tactical advantage.
How so?
We're going to hustle them, embarrass them, and when it's all over, walk out with their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag titles.
Solid plan. It's exactly what I would have done. But how are we going to pull this off?
I know a guy who can get me into the Performance Center.
What's it, Troy?
First things first, you're going to explain just how the hell you got in here. The Performance Center is official NXT Mutiny territory now.
Chase got us in, right?
That's right. I'm Chase. Used to train here a few years back. Still think I got a raw deal. Before that, I was a popular minor league mascot named Ribby. Ring a bell?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So you just walked right in? I don't get it.
Well, I still had my old badge. Plus, it helped that I kept in touch with Todd, the security guard. Good guy.
Freaking Todd! This really is his last strike. Anyway, I'll deal with him later. Why exactly are you here?
We're here to show Mutiny just how great me and Chase are. If you want to take down Raw and SmackDown, you need to sign us.
Is Shawn Michaels still here? What about Corey Klein? I'd like to give them a piece of my mind. They really missed the boat on old Chase.
None of them are here. You're dealing with me, okay? NXT Mutiny signed me to be their top producer, and I can't have outsiders showing up unannounced on my watch. My bosses would not approve.
I told you this was a bad idea, Chase. Let's just go to SmackDown or Raw, where they recognize real talent. Their GMs have been blowing up my phone nonstop.
Wait, they have? You know, it just so happens that the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions are training here today and need some opponents. So if you two think you're Mutiny material, go prove it.
You won't regret this.
Just remember, if this works out, who gave you the big break. Now excuse me. I need to go fire Todd. I'm happy you two came in today. Lexus and JC were just telling me they wanted some real competition. I guess you'll have to do. Kidding! Let's see what those Raw and SmackDown GMs were so interested in. Oh, look! It's the dynamic duo of disappointment! Have you thought about tagging out permanently?
Tag is in.
Call this the Performance Center, not the Flop Around Center.
That's a good tag.
Wait, you guys did say you were wrestlers, right? JC, do you know if Mutiny offers a 401k? I forgot to ask in my interview. Too bad we're not recording this match. It's worthy of 6 stars. Get in. 0.6, maybe.
Tag!
I don't know if I'll be sharing this footage with the bosses.
One. Two.
You might want to reconsider that mascot career, Chase.
There's the tag.
You two are making Lexus and JC look like wrestling gods.
One.
You two auditioning to be wrestlers? Or are you going for more of a second stage improv comedy vibe?
One, two, that's three. Bring it.
Alright, so that's checked off the list. What's up next so we can try and get out of this NXT mutiny stuff?
We weren't ready for that match, Troy, but I promised the outcome would be different with more time to prepare.
Speak for yourself. I was fully prepared.
I'll handle this, Chase. So, what do you think about a rematch, Troy?
I think it's cute you think another match would turn out any differently. But you've given me a great idea. If you want a rematch so bad, why not do it on NXT? So the entire world can see your big debut and how talented you are.
Thank you. I accept your offer of a rematch on NXT.
Perfect. The Unity Champions are gonna look great. And Bailey, KO, and all my new bosses here at Mutiny are gonna love it. Thanks for doing me this huge favor.
Anytime.
Alright, so we're gonna fight on NXT. Go from there, see what happens. I hope we lose just to get this over with, so I can fight on for a championship.
And this is definitely not the pairing we were expecting.
I had heard that the #1 draft pick and their partner here tonight were tight, but I didn't expect indie wrestler Chase to be pushed aside.
I don't know who's more surprised, us or Lexis King and JC Jane. They planned for a cakewalk and instead got a match against one of the best WWE has to offer and their debuting partner.
Let's see what else the challengers have up their sleeves as they battle for the Unity Tag titles. Guys, I cannot overstate the importance of this match here tonight.
Of course not, Michael. Anytime the tag titles are on the line, the match takes on a whole new level of importance.
The following contest is a intergender Contender Tag Team Match. And is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Sad Shaw and Kevin Flores. And their opponents, the team of Lexis King and JC Jane.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. How much might a surprise change like this affect the Unity Champ's game plan?
A heck of a lot. Everybody in the arena.
This could do it. Only a 1 count before the kick out.
Still no end in sight here.
Being set up in the corner for something. In the corner, and an elbow for good measure.
Climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
Taking flight.
Body splash. This is what it's going to take. You have to go all out if you want that title.
Stop after stop after stop.
Taking all their frustrations out on the champion and doing so in the most inelegant way possible.
Jane has no control here.
Yeah, JC's being completely neutralized.
And a slam. A powerful message just sent to the champion with that move.
Oh my, what a splash.
Tag made. Oh, right to the gut.
Man, oh man.
Our champion is getting rocked a little.
Able to make a timely escape.
Boom, what impact.
Getting him right into the corner.
Tag made.
Crushing impact corner. And a couple back elbows to follow.
Yes, there's the tag.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexis King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes. Is that the wrestler Chase who was supposed to compete tonight?
Credit to the challengers for throwing NXT off their game.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down on the JC Jane with the cover.
1, 2, 3.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Chase.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Thank you for Chase for helping us out get the win, which I did not want, but that's alright. Hopefully we lose these titles faster than you can say hello, and we move on to fight for a WWE title shot or a World Heavyweight Champion.
I saw what you did by pulling a fast one on NXT and winning their Unity Championships. Clever.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, It's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. Might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Quick, so we can get it done and over with.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you tricked them into defending their Unity titles. And then walked away with them, too. Well done.
Thanks. I guess that producer Troy was fired by Mutiny for his screw-up and is now groveling to get his job back with us. Good luck with that.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
Focus on Raw with Seth. So let's see what's gonna happen here. I'm trying to do this championship faster than you say hello. Jake, so talk to Troy, I guess. I can get Zamboni in the back. Talk to Troy, I guess.
This is the one everyone's been waiting for. You up for it?
Let's do it. Get it done and over with. Let's get it done and over with so we can go back to winning the championship.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, Seth Shaw! And his opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
let's get to the next matchup, see what's gonna happen here.
This live event match is gonna be epic. Want to be a part of it?
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's Mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
You don't have to remind me. I saw it firsthand at the draft, remember? It should be all hands on deck.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
Thanks. It might have been a small victory, but every little bit helps. If we can keep chipping away, eventually they'll topple.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted. Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge, and nobody was cool like us.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it, felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's embarrassing how easily people fall for Mutiny's spectacle of brutality and rebellion. They're so easily seduced. But we can exploit that weakness too. Turn their own game against them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
I've got the beginnings of a plan. Let me think things through. I'll circle back as soon as I've got something good.
Don't wait too long, Oos. These guys are getting stronger by the minute. So, you got something figured out yet?
Absolutely. Keep an eye on Raw tonight. You're gonna like this.
Yeet. Can't wait.
Alright, I guess we're gonna do something for a plan. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out.
It's the superstar who is destined for WWE greatness.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions,
Guys, what's up with the NWO shirt?
I love the nod to the past. Is this maybe an embrace of those notorious NWO devious and disruptive tactics?
Color me concerned, Corey. He could be hinting at an alliance with Mutiny. That would be a major shift in the power balance.
A fashion explanation will have to wait because this match won't.
And his opponent, representing American-made from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
On top of his technical skill, Gable also has the strength of someone twice his size.
American-made and American tough. Doesn't matter where or when he's competing, this guy just wants to fight, and he's about to get one.
I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hanging in the air.
Well, just try being a professional, Saxton. It's a shirt. Besides, I'm sure we'll get an explanation when the time's right.
Well, I'm also sure Chad Gable isn't worrying about his opponent's wardrobe. He looks poised to prove that skills, not shirts, win matches.
Clothesline in
the corner, and an elbow for good measure.
And he's going to the top.
Taking flight. Diving body splash. Look at this. Deadlifting their opponent into a power slam.
Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skipped going to the gym today. What a spine buster. Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defenses.
And Gable there got a little wrestling 101 of his own.
Oh my, what a splash! No, a kick out. Starting to see the tolls of this match add up.
Getting positioned on the top rope.
Oh, no. Gotta make reservations at the local medical facility. Boom! Read that one.
Vicious right forearm. Big elbow.
Trading back and forth blows now.
Oh, man. Slugging away with everything they've got.
Neither competitor is backing down.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Double axe handle. Oof.
There you go, Cole.
Gable is completely out of it. The cover.
And that will end it.
Here is your winner, Shaw.
An impressive victory, and maybe with the win under his belt, we can get some clarity about his attire.
I hope so, Corey. With all the chaos Mutiny is causing these days, the last thing we need is ambiguity. I have a feeling this is more than just a random shirt.
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look, we all know that WWE is at a turning point. There's a civil war brewing, and it's largely because WWE has become stale, predictable, formulaic. We need to evolve.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders get what they want. Anyone who thinks they could trust Bailey and KO to protect their best interests is an idiot. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and everywhere in between. It's time for a new direction. We need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That is a powerful call to arms, but as the former #1 draft pick, some might say you're as establishment as it gets. How do you reconcile that with calling for this new direction?
Being the #1 pick gives me a platform. My position lets me bridge the gap between the establishment and the rebels. I'm not here to tear down. I'm here to build better. So stand with me and take the third path. Not mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on real power. I'm calling for a new era. Not just to challenge mutiny, but to redefine this business as it should be through dominance and brute force. Welcome to the New World Order.
NWO is staying forever.
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back the NWO?
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better explain. I made you the #1 draft pick because I trusted you to be a cornerstone for WWE, not spearhead a whole new rebellion.
It's not another rebellion. This NWO stuff is just a way to stir up some trouble within Mutiny. It's a play. I just need people to believe it's real. And that's obviously working.
That is a pretty good idea, actually. But I really wish you'd run the stuff past me first.
And spoil the surprise? Come on. I've got this under control. Just sit back and enjoy my brilliant manipulations. You just might learn something.
Okay, I'll give you some rope. Just be smart.
I always am. That's why it's...
Alright, let's see what's gonna happen.
And here's the man reviving the NWO in more ways than one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 228 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Seth Shaw!
He's not just emulating the New World Order, he's declaring war on Mutiny with Joe Coffey and Shotzi by his side, all proudly NWO.
Any enemy of Mutiny is a friend of mine, Corey, and he is clearly rallying powerful allies.
Battle lines are drawn as the new NWO faces Mutiny right now. He's a true alpha male. Braun Breaker, ready to dominate.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker!
Breaker has had a meteoric rise in this in-ring career, both in NXT and on the main roster.
Yeah, Breaker firmly believes that actions speak louder than words, and he likes to let his actions do the talking every time he enters the building.
Well, Braun Breaker's never afraid to keep the fight going even after the bell's rung. Braun is never afraid to put superstars on the shelf.
All about asserting himself as the top dog in this business. A young man who eats, sleeps, and breathes success.
Think about this. Braun Breaker won the NXT Championship only a few months into his tenure at NXT. And then he goes on to win the Intercontinental title only a few months into his tenure on the main roster.
Well, right now is the time for Braun to do what badasses do best. This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Corey. And with Mutiny members like Joe Coffey and Shotzi now donning NWO colors, this fight isn't just pivotal, it's personal.
And our personal feelings aside, I'm sure Mutiny wants to squash this new faction before they can prove the NWO can be major players too. And he had Braun's number there. Elbow drop. Great height.
Splash!
Right into the pin.
And there's the kick out. Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon. Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Corner and a couple back elbows to follow.
He's headed up high.
Taking flight.
Bang! What a splash!
Look at this, just
what a barrage of stomps. That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up. Grabbing an item from under the ring is perfectly within the duties of
being a manager. Now shoulders down.
Here we go. Those one counts getting harder and harder to kick out of.
Sit-out powerbomb. Turns it into a pin attempt, and he manages to kick out in one.
He's still in this.
Getting out of harm's way. Shoulder tackle.
Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Every form of offense Breaker attempts is being neutralized.
And a slam.
Well, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, someone just threw their plan out the window.
Power in play.
Oh, ouch. Ooh, stinging kick.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Oh, God.
Danger. Hold on a second. He might be finding a...
And does see... Yes, he countered. I can't believe he got out of that.
Working the midsection there.
Haymaker after haymaker.
Saw it coming. It counters it.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold. Back and forth. Neither one giving up any ground. Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Having trouble making it to a vertical base. And it looks like it's only...
To the sky!
Knew it was coming and answered with an emphatic power slam.
There you go, Cole. Breaker doesn't know where he is.
And into the cover. What a kick out at two.
Breaker defiantly getting his shoulder up in time.
And there needs to be a refocus now. That was the moment that could have ended things. A moment that's being replayed in their heads right now. Two.
He did it! He did it! Here is your winner,
After that victory, it seems clear this new NWO is poised to be a major player in the fight against Mutiny.
Absolutely, Cole. They're taking over. The New World Order is here. And they're not just here to participate. They're here to dominate.
So the new NWO gets the win. Alright, let's see what's next.
NWO for life, baby! And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and the rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right, look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it Extra Well Done, even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack.
that, Gunther and Randy Orton. Now, let's see what's gonna happen next.